If you're creating colouring pages using Ideogram, then what are the dimensions that you should be using? Well, it all comes down to the size of the books that you are creating. Now, when it comes to creating colouring books for KDP, there's mainly two different options. We have an 8.5 times 11 size book or an 8.5 times 8.5, as we can see that in the details just here. Now we also know this by coming onto the book, scrolling all the way down to round about here, and we're going to see 8.5 times 11. And if we come onto this one and scroll all of the way down again, we can see that just here with 8.5 times 8.5. So these are the two main sizes when it comes to creating colouring books for KDP. But what does that mean in Ideogram, and what dimensions do you actually need? Well, for an 8.5 times 8.5, you only need a 1 by 1. So if we come onto one of these colouring pages and scroll down, we can see that just here, a 1 by 1. Now we can also choose this option by coming up to the describe bar and coming here where we see this little square. Now if we click on here, this is where we can change aspect ratios. So again, for an 8.5 times 8.5 size book, we only need a 1 by 1. And that's what you see with these colouring pages just here. Pretty simple. But what do you need when it comes to an 8.5 times 11? Well, that's slightly different, and you have two different options here in Ideogram. Now, I just quickly want to say, if you really like these colouring pages, which I have just here, these are all on my public profile here in Ideogram. And if you want to come and check them out and play around with the prompts, what I'll do is link my public profile down in the description below. And if you want more quote colouring page prompts, well, I have this little freebie which you can also come and check out. And again, what I'll do with this is also link this down in the description as well. But let's come back over to here. Now these top ones, these are the same prompts I used for these, but I changed the aspect ratio. So if we click on these and come down, these are 4 by 5. So if we come onto here, come on to the little aspect ratio, we can choose 4 by 5 just here. So if we click on there, now every time that we generate a new image or a new colouring page, let's choose one of these, let's click onto the prompt, and now we have the 4 by 5 aspect ratio. So if we generate that, we're now going to get a colouring page more in line for an 8.5 times 11. And there we go. Now this is one aspect ratio. It's not quite the same as an 8.5 times 11, but it does do a pretty good job, and I'll show you that in a second. But as you can see, 4 by 5 does do a pretty good job. Now there is a custom aspect ratio that you can put in as well. Now if we come onto one of these again, let's click on here, let's use this prompt, and let's change this. We're going to want to put in a custom ratio, and that custom ratio is 7 by 9. Now we don't want to use dimensions, we want to use aspect ratio, and we're simply going to put 7 by 9, just like that. We're going to click save, and now we have that just here. Now if we generate this, and let's go back, we're going to see that this is slightly different to these ones just here. And there we go. We can see it's slightly thinner, and this works just as well as well. Now what we're going to do is take one of these. Let's take this one. We're just quickly going to download this. Then we're going to come over to Canva just here. And what we're going to do is just simply take that and put that on the page just like this. Now this is simply a border. Now to get this up was pretty simple. I press R on the keyboard. Then we change the opacity in the colour to nothing, so it says no colour, and then we simply just add a border, and we can play around with the width of that as well, and then I simply put that on the page like this, so I've got a border for my colouring page. Then that way, all I have to do is click on this image, and then we can fit it to the border just like this, which makes the colouring page just look a little bit better. Then I can position that backwards just like that. And here we are. We have our 8.5 times 8.5 colouring page using a 1:1 ratio over in Ideogram. But when it comes to your 8.5 times 11, again, we now have two different options. We have the 7:9 or the 4:5. So if we take both of these, we can see what that looks like again over in Canva. So I've done the same just here. We've got a little border to put the colouring page in. And now if we take this and put this on the page, this is the 4:5. Now you're going to see that it doesn't quite fit perfect. So if we do the whole page just like that, we can see it doesn't quite fit a 4:5. But because we're putting this in a border, we can actually crop this. So let's just make this like that. What we're going to do is pull that down to the bottom of the border, and then we're going to pull this one up. Then if we zoom in, what we can do is simply take this and just adjust it for the border. Now, I don't recommend just taking your colouring pages from Ideogram and then all of a sudden trying to create a book from that, because the images aren't going to be the best quality. What we want to do first is upscale our images first. Now, I've been using the same upscaler for a few years now, and it's called BigJPEG. So any images that I create, I go over to here first, bigjpeg.com, and I upscale here first before creating my books. So please don't forget that step as well. Otherwise, your colouring pages ain't going to be the best quality. But nonetheless, we've got that, we've cropped it. Now what we can do is simply click on there, and then we're going to move that and position it back so it's just behind that border. And there we go. That looks pretty good. Let's just duplicate this, move that position backwards, and let's just delete this so we can do the other colouring page as well, which is the 7:9. Now, if we download this, then bring it over to Canva, just like this. If we click on here, and now let's adjust this to make bigger, we can see that this is more suited and does fit better for your 8.5 times 11 style book. But again, what I'd do with this is simply adjust this just like this to fit in that border. Then I would come in, zoom in, just crop this again like we did the other one, so it fits in that border very nicely, just like that. And then once I've done that, I'll push it back, zoom out as well, and then position to back, and there we go. Now this colouring page didn't turn out the best because we do have a little mistake just there. Now I could regenerate that colouring page, or I could just edit that out of this colouring page. But nonetheless, that's the two dimensions that you can use in Ideogram to create an 8.5 times 11 style book. And as you can see, the 4:5 does work pretty well, but the 7:9 just works that little bit better. So, as you can see, they're the dimensions that you're going to want to use depending on the size of the book that you're going to create. Now, one last time, I am going to leave my public profile, or the link for my public profile, down in the description. I have lots of great stuff on here in regards to colouring pages, print on demand, clip art, and even more colouring pages the further you go down my profile. And if you do want more quote colouring page prompts, then don't forget to come and check this out as well. And I'll also link this down in the description as well. Now, if you found this video helpful at all, then please consider giving me a like, as it really helps out the channel. And if you're not too sure what to watch next, well, click right here and have a watch of this.